Hey guys, Micah here with Greasons. We're going to talk about the General XP 1000 today. This is a 22 model from Polaris. It's a modified General of the past. So the old Generals, they used to be a 60-inch wide machine, but this one is a 63-inch wide machine. And let's talk about some of the differences between the two and just exactly what you're going to get on a General. Alright y'all, let's work front to back on this new General XP. First thing we definitely have to show you is we got a 4,500 pound Polaris winch, synthetic rope, really nice winch. 4,500 pounds is one of the stouter winches that you'll find out there, and that's a standard feature on the General XP. General XP models also come with the LED headlights on the front, great vision, low and high beam, also a standard feature on the General XP. Let's go ahead and pop the hood on the General XP. Underneath we've got a couple things. One, your air intakes and belt intakes are up high. 1 and 2, again, one for belt, one for engine. And we've also got the Polaris Pulse Bar accessory up front as well, so we can easily add Polaris accessories, or we also sell the fittings, and we can get the fittings for these. We just simply hardwire any new accessory in, and we just clip them in and plug and play. So yes, the General XP is a very nice looking machine. However, if we come down below those nice LED headlights, and we can see our winch on the front again, we can also see that we have arched A-arms. So we've got 13.5 inches of ground clearance. Most units out there are going to be between 10 and 12, depending on manufacturer, make, and model and all that. You pair that up with sealed bushing, so there are no grease fittings on this thing. That's my personal favorite because I hate getting the grease gun out and doing that. So sealed bushings on that. And then if we come around here, you will see that we've also got some Walker Evans reservoir shocks. So these shocks are actually longer than can fit in there, so they bend them over for the reservoir, and we have the adjustment dial on there. It's 14 inches of suspension travel on the machine itself. Super nice ride when going over rough environments. We also have four-wheel disc brakes all the way around, ventilated rotors on this as well. So we'll just hop back to the back, and again we've got ventilated rotors, or cross-drilled I should say, with disc brakes. So if you'll notice here, we got a pretty monstrous wheel on here. This is a 30-inch Pro Armor tire, outstanding quality tire, good tread on it, and this is straight out of the factory. Also comes with a 15-inch rim, something you don't see every day on factory units. Most will carry a 10, a 12, occasionally you get a 14. Generally you get 15. So let's talk about the interior of the General XP. Okay, General XP is a premium machine. It is a little more expensive, but you get premium options. So those premium options, of course, are going to be bucket seats because all Generals have bucket seats. They share a lot of attributes, just like the Polaris RZR does, as far as ride and ergonomics of the unit itself. So you have optional things that come on the General XP. You're going to have a radio as an optional. Different types of sound systems. There are level 1, level 2, and level 3 as far as audio. Now this one doesn't have it, but it is an option to add, and we can get those for you. Alright, let's talk about the interior options on the General XP. General XP is a premium model, so a bit more expensive machine than probably most of us are used to, but you do get premium options. Those premium options are going to be nicely appointed seats, and they are bucket seats. So General is a hybrid between a Ranger and a RZR. So it shares a lot of attributes, especially with the RZR, one of those being bucket seats. One thing it does not share, like the Ranger, is it only has 4 passenger seating versus 6, because it does have, again, bucket seats. So as we kind of cycle through here, one of the standard features is power steering. It's going to come on every single General XP 1000, and also every General. There is no non-power steering models out there. As far as our drive selectors on Generals, unlike RZRs, they do have a turf mode, so that's a one-wheel drive rear in the back. Again, it's for not tearing up grass, and it just gets you a little bit better fuel economy from time to time. When we talk about fuel economy on a General XP 1000, we're talking about a 100 horsepower machine. A lot of cars on the road are barely 100 horsepower or over. This machine will absolutely scoot down the road if you need it to and if you want it to. But it's also a good worker. You can also tow 1,500 pounds on the machine itself. The bed, as you can see, has a rack on the back. This is not a standard feature on the General XP, but it's on there. Looks good. But in the bed, you can have 600 pounds. Plenty of guts to get whatever you need down the road, whether it be a trailer or a deer or a cooler or everybody in the neighborhood. So we're going to give you a good shot of the rear end here. Again, a nicely appointed tailgate with an actual handle on it. And then you can see on the bottom side as we come down, we've got those Walkaround shocks again. Again, reservoir shocks on both sides. And you can see that even the rear side of the suspension and the A-arms is arched. And you can see dead center there. So again, General can work and does work often. You can see we have a 2-inch receiver hitch on the back. So simply just slide your pickup truck receiver in there and it'll work just fine. On the rear side of the General, we've got a 2-cylinder 999cc fuel-injected Polaris engine. So on the rear end, again, attributes shared by the Razor. You've got the nice, easy-to-get-to airbox with canister air filter. That's probably my favorite. I want to check that air filter often. You can see on the back side we also have the belt case. But as you notice where the engine is, so let me just kind of scoot back here for a second. Forward, back, not under the hood, not under the seats, it's in the rear end. The reason it's back there is simply engines are hot, and this keeps the heat off of you and off of your occupants in the machine. Older Polaris units and things like Hondas that have mid-engines, some Kawasaki's, they don't have this. You do feel some heat off of them. Much better with the Polaris General. So my favorite thing about a General is definitely the doors. So these are not rinky-dink doors. Feel free to come up here and slam one if you want to, but these are not rinky-dink doors. They are real doors. So they have some guts to them. They're not just a piece of plastic. Yes, they are plastic on the outside, but they feel more like a car door or something close to that. So why pick the General XP 1000? Various reasons. First reason has got to be it looks good. Second reason, plenty of power and get you up and down the road, and the suspension travel makes for an extremely comfortable ride. Then you've got to consider things like safety. Well, you've got nice solid doors on the machine, which means I can go through brush, I can do things. If I have kids with me, I don't have to really worry about them falling out nearly as much. And then you've got the Polaris reputation. Polaris makes and sells roughly 7 out of 10 units in the world, and that's got to mean something. Polaris buyers are extremely brand loyal. They know they can get accessories, they know they can get parts, they know they can get service. There's Polaris dealers everywhere. So a couple of things to look for in General XP 1000. If you'd like to take a look at one, provided we have one in stock, we'd love to show you one. Times are what they are right now. Come on by, Greason's. 501-767-2771 is our phone number, and Matt will put it up there. If you'd like to pre-order a unit, pre-order your own General XP 1000 or any other model, click on the link there. Again, Micah with Greason's. Please ask for me or Klaus if you come in. We're the only ones up here, so you got no choice anyway, but we love to see y'all up here. Love to show you all some great service and show you about these nice Polaris units.